Hey guys, this is IXRollOutIX with LEGO Transformers Obsoletron. This guy is an oddity. And it all comes from the shocking lack of planning that goes into building one of these LEGO Transformers. Now, there are plenty of people out there that put pen to paper and map out how these things are engineered before they start building them. I am not one of those people. I basically just slap hinges and moving parts together until I have one mode that turns into another, and then I put parts on top of it to make it look a little more coherent and color coordinated. And that's it. So I did that with this guy, and I ended up with a robot that turns into a box. Usually when that happens, I slap wheels on it and give it a cab, call it a car. Unfortunately, with the way LEGO hinges work, I wasn't able to attach a cab, so I just had a box. So I had the idea of turning it into a VHS tape, and This is what happened. Some of you might not even know what a VHS tape is, but there you go. It's not necessarily too outlandish of an idea, just because in G1 there were cassette tapes, cassette players, even microscopes. So, it's not too outlandish, but yeah, it's still kind of interesting. It's got little winder sections back here to rewind the tape. You can sort of see his eye there from the back, but oh well, it's on the back. It has the label on the front and even sort of words printed on it, or at least pseudo words. And then the two little windows here to see the film inside. It's extremely simple, but it turned out, surprisingly, a lot better than I was expecting it to. So, let's transform it. Transforming Obsoletron is simple enough, but it's got some pretty interesting concepts. You're going to start by bringing these down. This will lift these sections up, and you can rotate them out of the way. Now, from here, these just come down. Simply, they're the legs. From here, we're sort of going to hinge this in half. But before we do that, these come up on stud friction, and then hinge back to sort of fill out the shoulder. Just like so. We can then bring these all the way forward to become the arms. Finally, we'll bring this and collapse it in. Now, I like how it does this because it puts the two windows and, well, essentially the film reels together, and it's sort of like a film canister on his back once it's complete, which I think is kind of neat. You don't actually see that, but the idea is nice, I guess. Finally, just to fill out his back section, these hinge up, and there you have Obsoletron in his robot mode. This little misunderstood robot ends up looking okay. Now, he reminds me a lot of one of the appliance bots from Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, and that would only make sense given what he transforms into. He's got a lot of back support on his feet because of this heavy backpack, but like I said earlier, in my opinion, the backpack kind of makes sense. The sides of the VHS become his arms and legs. He's got the little red eye there. And the label, conveniently enough, sort of becomes his chest, which is sort of neat. I like the continuity there. His articulation, his arms can go up and down, his legs can go forward and back, and his feet can move, but that is about it. This guy turned out a lot better than I expected him to. He's a prime example of an almost failed project that pulled through in the end. So that is about it, guys, and this is IXRollOutIX, signing off.